All right, hello and welcome to a Filmageddon results video. Yeah, it's not a stream. We're pre-recording this mother trucker, and it's me, the quizmaster, Frank Soldado, and of course, my grand colleague here on the other side of the world, Mr. Adam Grundy. Hello, Adam. How goes it?
It's going well, Frank. It's nice to speak to you during the day. Sometimes how our work situation, how our life situation works out. We are ships in the night, but right now it's both sunny. That means you look out the window, Frank, you can see the sun. I can see the same sun. We're essentially, Jesus Christ, I think the sun's outside your fucking bedroom. No, it's good to speak to you, and off the back of an amazing quiz, I should say.
Oh, well, yes. It was a very fun quiz. I'm loving the background as well, I've got to say. It's tugging at my heartstrings. I'm feeling very nostalgic seeing it.
Oh. Yeah, well, I'm just. This is a simulator, an Usher simulator. It's also a reminder of what cinemas used to look like before COVID. And this is Frank, I believe.
That's it. I missed that. That little desk.
Pick him up and crush his head.
No. Anyway, we're here to go over quickly the results of the quiz from yesterday, well, not yesterday, from Wednesday, and see who's won, see who we're going to lord over everybody else and celebrate and lift up above everybody, and also to check in on those Champions League spots. So let's not waste a load of time here, because, it's Friday. We got to get on with our Fridays, folks. Let's bring in the answer sheets here. Now, these are everybody's answers. If you've ever watched one of these, you sort of get the deal. Green is a correct answer. White is incorrect. Sometimes we'll mark answers that we find funny as yellow, but don't think we did much of that this month. And occasionally we'll point out some other answers as well. So let's just go over it. I think there was 44 teams, something like that. So a nice solid group. There was 120 some odd viewers last night. People are sticking with us here, 6 quizzes into the year, and especially with everything open up, and it was a nice day yesterday, so thanks everybody for playing. So let's see, that first round, what was it? That was the trivia round, basically. Here's a bit of trivia. Name the film. I thought some of these were going to be a bit more, I don't know, open-ended to interpretation, but pretty much everybody got it with flying colors. I mean, Titanic, Trainspotting, no issues. Roman Holiday, a lot of you guys got. Room being the first A24 distributed film to be nominated for Best Picture. Ninja Turtles, not a lot of people got, but enough of you got it for me to know that it was right to ask the question. The Third Man, Sleeping Beauty for the square trees in a Disney movie. A lot of people put Wreck-It Ralph at him, which I guess makes sense in a way. But I need to go back and watch it. I think people are just thinking, oh, it's pixelated, so it's gotta be squares. Don't think so.
That would be my thought process too. I would probably do that. But what I do love about this round is that it's such a strong start from everyone.
Yeah.
And then it's just which is good, because you want that. You want to be you're lured into, a false sense of trivia security.
Yeah.
But no, love to see the white. I mean, not like
It powers me through. Harry Potter's Deathly Hallows Part 2, Friday the 13th. I was surprised so many people got Friday the 13th right. Obviously, a load of people got Killer Clowns right. And then we moved on to the soundtracks round, which are was John Williams music. John Williams composed movies. More people got Munich than I would have thought, but then no one got number 2, which was Space Camp, which I find interesting. I mean, normally there's always one person out there who pulls it out and is like, here you go, correct answer, but not for number 2. JFK, Dracula, Memories of a Geisha. Most everyone got E.T. 1941. Not too many people got the Sugarland Express. A lot of people got Hook Adam. And of course, with such a memorable score, how couldn't you get Hook?
Exactly. I mean, John Williams is famous for basically making 3 songs and recycling pretty much everything else. Let me guess, this one's got strings.
Somebody did think it was
brass
Batman and Robin, which I found interesting.
I like that though. I mean, that would be. The thing is, I don't know. It's like John Williams is so. You know what you're getting with the John Williams thing. It's not like it's like, oh, we're gonna have a new episode of Star Wars. Let's get the Wu-Tang Clan or something. You know what I mean? Like, it's always just like, yeah, we know it's gonna be like, oh.
Yeah.
So I can understand that. I mean, yeah, Hook. I don't know. They're all good. He's got a lot of memorable songs. But it's very easy. I think it's a good composer to try and guess where all the pieces fit, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, and I tried to veer away from too much of the mainstream. Obviously, there's some stuff in there, but because he's done so many sort of franchises as well, it just opens it up for that much more, like, interpretation. How are we going to narrow one Star Wars down from 9 Star Wars movies type thing? So, tried to avoid any franchises there, and people got it. People did that round all right overall. And then we moved on to the characters round from Richard Donner films. Again, really good scores here. Most people knew Superman or Superman 2, Conspiracy Theory, Lethal Weapon, The Toy, The Omen. A lot of people got Lady Hawk. Most everyone got The Goonies. I'm a bit shocked that not everyone got The Goonies, if I'm honest. With Mama Fratelli. Scrooged, a lot of you got. Not too many correct Radio Flyers, but that was probably the wild card of the bunch anyway. And then most people got Assassins, so well done in that round. Then it was the known 4 round. Here's 4 films, name the actor or actress. Florence Pugh, most people got. Stephen Dorff, most people got. Elizabeth Debicki, most people got. Ben Feldman. He was your tough one in that round, and it looks like about half of you got that. So well done to the team that can remember that piece of white bread.
Another one. There is somewhere a Hollywood loaf of just the whitest bread going. You know what I mean? And we know who's the head.
Oh, we know.
Who's the head of the fucking. We know who's the crust, baby.
That bit of the bread that, like, half the people don't want to touch and they just chuck out. It's like, personally, that's my favorite bit.
Ooh.
Yeah.
But wait, now, I don't mind crust when it's, like, the bottom of the thing. But when it's, like, you're using crust as, like, a stopper for bread. So you know what I mean?
Ooh.
Sliced bread, you lift up and you put it back. If you're at the point of eating this bread, it's like, that has been...
And it closes, like, until you're just the front and the back. Yeah, that's a bad situation to be in.
Yeah, that is bad bread.
Clark Gable. A lot of people got Clark Gable. And then it was on to the fake advertisements in films. Goodfellas,
That's a good one, that one.
Coming to America, Tropic Thunder, UHF, Serenity, Tommy Boy. I thought this was funny. Tommy Boy, which I imagine not a lot of people had seen based on the correct answers, but so many people put Ghostbusters or Ghostbusters 2. And it's like, well, that is Dan Aykroyd, but he's very obviously not Ray Stantz. He's a car salesman of some kind. So
yeah,
at this point they're just putting Dan Aykroyd movies.
Exactly. Just name Dan Aykroyd UFO Investigates for like Discovery Channel. I really like this round. It's one of those things that's kind of like you take for granted when you watch a film. There's a little bit of world building that they do, especially like when you see something like Serenity, which I hadn't seen that like sequence for a very, very long time. So it was good to see. I think it's like you're trying to then piece together what the hell could they possibly be talking about from this, that, and the other. So, but it's nice to see a lot of green on the board for us. So it means everyone's, keeping a close, watchful eye.
RoboCop 2 is the next correct answer. A lot of guesses for RoboCop. So close, yet so very far. I was happy to see so many correct answers for Stay Tuned, because I mentioned during the quiz, I felt like not a lot of people have even heard of Stay Tuned, and it was one of my favorite films growing up. I used to watch it on like HBO all the time. Just a very funny film. Back to School following that, and then, of course, Dunkachino, Jack and Jill, and one of the few times I marked some yellow on here, someone answered the Adam Sandler shit, and someone else just put Devil's Advocate. Which is very good. I enjoyed that.
Yeah, different tone films. I think
Just slightly, and maybe a deleted scene. And then it was the letterboxed round. Again, great scores here. Braveheart, the first one, and then we got a couple of rounds. It looks like 3 rounds in a row where every team got it right, and that was Silence of the Lambs, Whiplash, and The Prestige. I can't think of a quiz where that has happened. Where literally just 3 questions in a row, green across the board. Makes it really easy to grade, so thank you, everybody. Then it was Avengers Endgame. Most people got Fargo, except for one person, and I know who this was, who just wrote an animated film. An animated film? No, it was Fargo. I did like the review for Oldboy, where it was like, why do we need a remake of the Spike Lee film but in Japanese? It's like I think that person, it was okay. The Pianist, of course, with our Roman Polanski line in there. Reservoir Dogs, Wall-E, most people got. Cast. Oh yeah, and then we were at the Beach Bods round, the obscured Beach Bods round. Castaway, The Beach. Not a lot of people got A Perfect Getaway, and that's why it was there. I think, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4 people got Perfect Getaway. Most people got Baywatch, Summer Rental, Split the Room, Jaws, Blue Lagoon, Point Break, and then Into the Blue was another hard one. And a lot of answers for the original Weekend at Bernie's, but only a couple with Weekend at Bernie's 2. Because
very high scoring. A lot of teams have got a lot of points. You know what I mean? It's quite interesting to see. And I don't think this was an easy quiz by any stretch of the imagination. But Jesus, there's a lot of points.
There are a lot of points on the board here. And then we get to the controversial round, Adam. We're calling Release Date Gate. And this was obviously our release dates round, where we give you 10 years, 1990 to 99, with films that were released each year, making a point to say UK release dates. And a few people, they were not too pleased. And let's go over the answers first. Okay. And so the first one was Days of Thunder, then Rocky 5 in 91. 92, A League of Their Own. 93, Mighty Ducks. 94, Cool Runnings. 95, Rudy. 96, Kingpin. 97, Space Jam. 98, The Boxer. And 99, Without Limits. Couple of people trying to get the better of the markings here.
How so, Frank?
We for 1990 and 1991 had somebody say Days of Thunder and Rocky 5, though both actually 1990. That's going to be a big old wrong marking there. That's trying to hedge your bets there. And like we said, UK release dates, everything that we researched, checking several websites, pointed them to being different release dates in the UK. So unfortunately, not getting any points for that. Same team tried it again with Space Jam and Kingpin, saying both came out in 96. Again, not according to our research, and they weren't the only team to try that. So guys, unfortunately, if you put 2 films down for that, trying to make a point, unfortunately you got no points. And I want to play a little video, Adam, to say...
Yes, Your Honor. Your Honor, go to Exhibit A.
Exhibit A from last night's quiz, when we did mention, not once, but twice, that these were UK release dates. Let's take a look. But let's get on with the last round really quick, and it is, of course, a yearly beloved. You'll see 10 clips from films, all released across 10 years, and we are talking, as you can see on your answer sheets, the 1990s. These are all UK release dates.
All UK release dates. All UK release dates.
Sports movies is the theme here. So 10 sports films released 1990 to 1999. You take the film, put it in the year it was released. UK release dates, of course, as always, for this round.
UK release dates, of course, as always, for this round. UK release dates, of course, as always, for this round.
And there you go. The videotape does not lie. UK release dates. Look, guys, it is something. I think we said it on the stream last night. We've maybe tweeted it as well. but it's something we've been doing for a while now with the yearly Beloved round. We've been doing these quizzes for several years, and we are based in the UK. I know there are some film fans out there who are saying, look, film fans, especially those who are film buffs, as they would probably like to be known as, would know those release dates. But I think our thought process is, and we had people ask about this in the past, you're going to remember those opening weekends that you went to see it in the cinema, I think, for the most part. Like, when you think of, oh, what day did, Twister come out in cinemas? I'm sure some of you out there could say the day, the month, the year that it had its wide release in the US, but I think for the most part, people are going to be like, oh, wait, yeah, I remember going opening weekend, and I was 9 years old, I was 10 years old, and that was in that year, da-da-da-da. Anyway, UK-based quiz. We make a point of saying UK release dates, and you know what? If in the research, if we can show that it actually did come out in the same year, we would hold our hands up and accept it. But unfortunately, I think we're gonna have to be sticklers here and say that there are different release dates. If you guys can find anything, find like a trailer or a movie poster that says something different for the UK. More than happy to accept it and to retroactively give you a point, but not on this occasion, Adam.
Well, that's the thing. We have to pick a system, and I think even at the start of the quiz, I remember you said that, like, when it came to, say, Box Office Mojo, we go off domestic, but we say domestic, and we even said it the last one, like, we preface it with, like, it's domestic, which actually is American.
Yes.
Because that's how it's listed and everything. Now we're doing it as if these are easily, available sort of stats. I understand, like, people's issue and everything, but yeah, we have a UK-based quiz. Majority of the people who take part are from the UK. Frank isn't even from the UK and is like basically making sure that it's the information. There's a lot of people who know it off by heart, and I think that's amazing. And yeah, like you say, there's some people who just kind of go with the emotions, and it kind of riles up a little bit of sort of nostalgia. Oh my God, I remember that. I don't know what decade Twister came out, so that would fuck me up. I reckon I could have. Well, I had a 1 in 10 chance. But yeah, it's just one of those things. I mean, we're not going off when one was a Hong Kong release, even though at certain points that the sort of those movies would have been one of the top things in the world. So we have a system. Frank will hold his hands up a lot of the time, most of the time, but for something like this, he did say beforehand it's UK based. So tough shit, basically.
Well, with all that being said, let's take a look at the final scores for this one. Ooh. So starting from bottom to top, you know what? Let me just increase this zoom to make it better for everybody. Okay, Claire's teammates were busy. 16 points. Congratulations, Claire. I think you did better than you thought you did there with those 16 points. Advent Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, R.I.P. Trashbat, of course, 23 points. Veronica Corningstone, 25 points. 28 points. Everyone above us cheated. Anarchy 99.
It's possible. It's a theory.
It is. 28 points. So 29 points with McHugh's Talking, Groundhog Dames, Castor Troy's Chocolate Homunculus, Greta Gerwig, Happy Birthday Queen, Prince Andrew Cinema, all with 29 points. 33 points, Les Quizrables, The Croydon Facelift Massacre. 35 points, Lords of Lockdown, The Lone Rangers, Shit Kickers coming in with 36 with an asterisk because they tried to do two answers in one there. Lethal Mullet with 36, Keanu's Angels at 37, Barry Shit PPEs, the three Quizagos at 37, 38 points, insert topical quiz name here, Swayze's Babies, Victorial, and then 39 points all out of Bubblegum, Sir Team not appearing in this quiz, 43 points for Fellowship of the Film Buffs, Some Like It Hoth, 46, Doggy Chow and Chompers, 50, The Socially Distanced Network, 53, Bojo and the Legend of the 10 Children, hashtag our team is borked, 53 points for Quentin Quarantino, again with an asterisk there because they did try for the 2 and the 1, 54 points for Boots, Clothes and Motorcycle, 55 points for Rocky 12, The Desolation of Thunderlips, 55 points for the Rockford Peaches, 55 points for Tequila Mockingbird, 56 featured presentation, 57 Aquafina Quarantima. We're getting close to the top, people. 58 COVID Hasselhoff, 59 we're gonna need a bigger vaccine rollout. Team NHS coming back big. 61 points. The Lost Boys need more sacks, man. We're getting close. Are we almost in the green here? 61 points for We Still Believe. 63 points for the Bort Identity, and then we're into the top 3. How did it finish? Dun, 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 dun. Well, I accidentally scrolled all the way ahead. 66 points for Team Penis. 68 points for Godzilla vs. the multi-million-dollar corporations not respecting actresses. And 71 points for Walk-Ins Wanderers. Congratulations to all the teams. But special congratulations to number 1, Walk-Ins Wanderers. They're scoring the points.
A return, I think. A return to form.
Well, let's get the overall standings in for those playing along with us for the whole year. And Walk-Ins Wanderers there, always keeping up to the top. But I think if everything's right here, their first win of this year, and it was a big win as well, jostling around for positions. Godzilla vs. Culture Elite have always finished in the top 3 this year so far, so well done to them. And Team Penis finally getting back into the top 3 after a few quizzes just outside the top 3. So well done to everybody there. And now, should we take a little look at the Champions League, the final Champions League standings going into the knockout stage?
Oh, this is a long time coming, Frank, and I am so glad that you have kept up doing it.
All right, here we go, guys. The final standings here. Godzilla vs. the Culture Elite finish on top of the regular season at 403 points. They topped the 400 mark. Congratulations, guys. Moving up a couple of spots. Team Penis moving up 1 with 380 points, tied with Walk-Ins Wanderers at 380 points. But Team Penis gets the artificial boost in the second place because they had more wins on the season.
Love it.
The Lost Boys needed more sacks, drops down 2 places to 4, and they get 378. Our team is Bork, stays right in there at 5 with 359. We're going to need a bigger vaccine rollout, who I think maybe missed last month's quiz. Come back strong. They dropped down 9 places last month. They jumped back up 9 places with a big finish. 346. We Still Believe dropped down 1 to 343. Featured presentation dropped down 1, 329. Closed Boots and Motorcycle down 1. Rocky 7, Adrian's Revenge. Tequila Mockingbird, Doggy Chow Champers all dropped down 1 because of we were going to need a bigger vaccine rollout. COVID Hasselhoff stays the same. Some Like It Hoth dropped down 2. Fellowship of the Film Buffs down 1. And the Socially Distant Network stay there in the final slot. And I think when we compare to last month's, it's the same 16 teams. There was just a bit of jockeying for positions, but the same 16 teams made it. Quentin Quarantino and the Borks are back in town. Miss out by 1 point.
Oh my god. Well, you've dropped down into the Europa, which
That's
is
it.
or the Conference League.
They've dropped down to the
done by
Empire Film Quiz.
Oh, exactly. The answers will be given out at a biffa bin behind Empire Leicester Square as well.
But guys, very well done to all the teams. And with those, now we also have a look at our brackets to see who is going to play who when we come back for our quizzing. There we go. It's going to be Godzilla Verse taking on the Socially Distant Network. Featured presentation taking on Closed Boots and Motorcycle. Our team is Borked versus Doggy Chow and Chompers. Walk-Ins Wanderers versus Some Like It Hoth. The Lost Boys needed more Saxman versus COVID Hasselhoff. We're gonna need a bigger vaccine rollout versus Tequila Mockingbird. We Still Believe versus Rocky 7 Adrian's Revenge. And Team Penis versus Fellowship of the Film Buffs. It is gonna be exciting, Adam. I can't wait for this.
Well, you know what? For our non-sports lovers, or maybe even just someone who looks at, like myself, looks to all of that and goes, okay, I think how Frank's done it is kind of how they do all these kind of little knockout things. You've got whoever was top, Godzilla versus, they're playing whoever's bottom, which is still, you're in with a chance. And so, Frank, the question is, so this is for the, say, our next quiz, which I'm sure you'll announce something, maybe, possibly, at the end of this, or not.
Sometime.
Yeah, sometime. So these will be now quiz by quiz result, won't be?
Yes, so everyone who has taken part in a Filmageddon quiz and wants to keep taking part in the quizzes, they can take part in the quizzes. You can still win a quiz. You can still have that to lift up and say, hey, I won the October quiz. I won the November quiz. Fine. But the way what we'll do it is now is I will take a look at the scores at the end of the quizzes and compare them. So Godzilla versus score versus the socially distanced network score. And if during that week, if in the next quiz, whether it's October, September, October, whatever it is, if the socially distanced networked team has more points than Godzilla versus, then socially distanced network moves on. You only have to beat the score of the team you're playing that quiz. And that is it.
This is another level of detail about something so literally trivial as a film quiz. I don't know if this has ever been attempted in another film quiz, and I dare not care.
No. And we are still hoping, fingers crossed, everything crossed, that by the time we get to the final, we can do that live. You know what? And we'll make sure to reach out to the teams. And hopefully, I think most of you are London-based, but there's the chance that some of you won't be. And we're not going to, if that's the case, if you're into the final, if you're into sort of the semi-finals and you're not London-based and we are doing them in person again, we will 100% find a way to stream them at the same time or have the quiz separately. We will figure out a way to do this the proper way and the fair way. Because, you know what, pretty much all the quizzes this year, there's not been prizes. We do want to obviously give some prizes for the final. But beyond all that, we know that everybody here takes a lot of pride in just being able to say they've won a film quiz with Filmageddon. And there's going to be a lot of pride at stake for that final to see who can win this. And there's a lot of good teams here. And I think as we saw with, let's just go back to how teams have played this year. Yes, Godzilla Verse, who is in top, they've won 3 quizzes this year, but just like that, they've also not won 3 quizzes. And if they have a bad week, who's to say they can't get knocked out? Same with any of those top teams. I think if you're one of those lower seeded teams, all you have to do is have a good week and somebody else has a bad week now. You don't have to worry about 40 or 50 other teams. You just have to worry about you, and that's it. There's a lot to play for, Adam. So much.
There will be a lot to play for. I know we've both been kind of working on getting some good prizes for our Champions League winners, and obviously when we do the live quiz, there'll be sort of more to go around. But we're also doing giveaways as well, Frank. Giveaways. That's a good thing, isn't it?
I have a giveaway for us right now. There it is. It's over on our Twitter. You know about it by now, hopefully, if you're watching this. But if not, you still have time to enter. Entries are open until Monday. We'll retweet it a couple of more times. But you can win that old Bong Joon-ho box set. It's right there behind me. It is a great box set. All of his films released. And even 2 versions of Parasite, which is crazy. All on Blu-ray. So yeah, if you win it and you only want one version of Parasite, you can give the black and white one to somebody else. Or maybe you're artsy fartsy and you're only going to watch the black and white one. You give the color one to somebody else.
Someone who's colorblind might want the black and white version.
There you go.
It won't matter to them.
Or yeah, if there's so many possibilities here, but the only way to get it is to be entered in for a chance to win. And like we said, we will hopefully have another contest or 2 in the coming weeks. Because it's going to be very busy around here for the Filmageddon crew. So the next quiz, I'd like to give you a solid date, but I can't. It's going to probably be the end of September or early October. which I know throws the schedule askew a bit, but we'll have dates as soon as we can. It's a busy end of the summer, but fear not, we've done it pretty well this year so far. 6 quizzes in total so far, and at least another 4 to go to crown a champion for the Champions League. And it's going to be an exciting race to the finish, Adam.
I can't wait. I can't wait to see, and hopefully be there for the live one, for the last final one. Hopefully, we'll see.
And that mythical
Is there quarantine over there
Filmageddon meetup. No, but give it a couple of weeks, it'll be back.
Okay. Well, I look forward to it.
Well, Adam, let's wrap it up there. Thank you for joining and helping me. It's been a while since we've done one of these, but it feels good to be back, even if it is just for one small little sliver of time here at the end of start of August.
It is the start of August.
It's crazy.
And now there's a lot of movies coming out, and everyone can go back to the cinemas.
Yeah.
You can, I can't. And so yeah, it'll be good. Yeah, just as I say, Frank, I think this is a good giveaway, and there's been a lot of good stuff. Just make sure you can. There's no, there's a couple of people entering figured it out as well. If you do a retweet, you have to tag a friend, but that friend can just do the same thing. You get a double chance. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like the national lottery. If you buy 2 lines, you might win.
And who knows what hoops we're going to make you jump through for the next one.
Ooh, I like it. And a literal hoop. I want to see literal hoop jumping.
Photos. You need to post a photo of yourself jumping through a hoop.
It's like, where do I get a hoop from now? Decathlon?
All right, everybody. Well, thank you for tuning in. Congratulations to all the winners. We will post the paper versions of everything as well on all our social media accounts. And we will see you again, well, within the next month or two. So until that time, keep watching films, stay safe, stay healthy, all the rest of that stuff. And remember, UK and US release dates do sometimes differ. Read the fine print. Until next time, goodbye!